All right. Speaking of social media,
Yes.
we all have seen the
Yes.
of the United Healthcare CEO.
It's a hard word.
I think I can get away with that one. I think.
Yes.
We'll
Still
beep
a hard word.
Maybe we'll beep it just in case.
Yes.
What
The unliving of
the unaliving
Yes.
of the CEO of United Healthcare.
Hmm.
I don't get me wrong, but I'm maybe because of how I grew up and where I grew up and some of the people I grew up around, I'm not the most empathetic person. I just don't
say that. Say so.
What's that?
I say you say so.
I do say so. You make fun of me all the time about this because I want to. I wish I could, and
but it's
and maybe that's why I married my wife, who's like a Smurf, because she carries that load.
She carries the load for you because you quick with the. I don't get it. I don't understand.
All right, let's move. What we doing? What's for lunch?
Yes.
So the thing that impacted me the most from it was the response,
Yes.
I'm obviously not the most.
No, you're not. You're not alone in it
because of social media.
Yes,
they were way harsher than I was.
They got memes and everything about it now. People walking around. Guess what? I'm not worried about somebody coming. I was like, whoa.
The one thing that popped, the one that I can remember most in my mind was the first one I saw. And someone they put it up. So let me start here. United Healthcare put up on their Facebook page how sorry they was about what had happened to their CEO, and 67,000 emojis were used on that. Yeah. 52,000 of them were laughing emojis. 52 out of 67,000. Then people were leaving comments such as, my empathy is out of network. You know what I mean? I just watched, I just put his name just so I wouldn't forget it, Jordan Fisher do a 5 to 7 minute set at the Cellar in New York. The Cellar is like one of the meccas. Yeah. To me, you got the Cellar over in New York and then you have the store over in LA.
Yes.
But he's at the store, Jordan Fisher, prominent comic, 5 to 7 minutes, I would say, he did on that CEO being unalived, and then went on to say he thinks more of the CEOs in the healthcare system should be unalived. And he didn't say it like that, folks. So don't get it. It wasn't that harsh. That was the premise of it, of the material. The audience is cracking up. They're not, oh, I can't, but no, they are laughing about it. And so that's what initially took me back from it all. You? Where were you at with it?
I gotta go to my Lord and Savior first.
We're not even Catholic.
I felt bad for his family because they still have a loss, and you want nobody to have to experience that part of it.
And I'm a witness for him, Lord. He did say that to me. We talked about it.
So that part was the initial, like, oh wow, we become such a harsh society of, well, they had that coming to them type of a thing. And when you start to hear about the profits and people losing their jobs, but the CEOs are getting these balloon packages and stuff like that, you kind of lose the empathy or sympathy for somebody in those shoes, or people not being able to get healthcare because they got cut or they won't want to pay for something. So I understand why the emojis were the way that they were. I just feel bad for his family. So that was my first thing is as the family of somebody who was unalived. I'm like, ooh, and then having to see that and have millions of people basically not care that he was.
Yeah.
Was my harshness. Now, I understand it because of all of the other things that I don't think we talk about this all the time, that the people that are making it don't understand how many people are suffering and hurting.
Yes.
And they've told no to because it was to make their company more money. It's about shareholders and stockholders as opposed to the people.
I watched, and I was telling you this, I watched CNN because we watch and try to read everything, where they talked about this. And I told you this. People, those talking heads and a lot of other people are just like the Democratic Party was. You're missing the boat.
Yeah.